Okay. Now. Okay, what'd you say? What you talking about, Willis? Okay. Now! Okay, it is now. For the record, no idea if Spider is going to be here yet or not. Even though he did seem to express some interest in this topic, I still don't know if he'll be here. Oh, Knight Rider, stay tuned. Oh, God, yeah, I really dug my own grave for that one. And I will say, though, since that's on the table, I kind of hope Cosmic shows up for that one. Hiya, hey, Spider. Um, Not gonna lie, now that I kind of dug myself into a Knight Rider shaped grave, I kind of hope Cosmic shows up for that one. Anyway, you'll have to forgive me if I'm chair bound for most of this episode. My asshole has had the liquid nitrogen shit. Oh, why does Cosmic like Knight Rider? Watched it with his dad quite a bit. Just very simple. Just what he watched it with his dad a lot. Very simple. No crazy lore. Anyway, what I was gonna say. Discord. Okay. I watched it with my grandma quite a bit. And I never watched it because while my mom remembers watching it when she was little, do you think she watches it now? No. All right. Give me an Oscar for best special effects because no one will notice that I only had one box and there's not two people but one person. Let's just say, if cats are cars, is Kit a cat? Yes. I should just tweet that with it stars David Hasselhoff. So Twoo. Also, I did just read. Um, okay, yeah, shit. Even I, even I looking at that didn't really notice. Yeah, had you not broken the VFX down, I don't think even I would have noticed. Shit. Who is Kit? A car. Now actually my mistake. Kit is a cat. Okay, back to fucking. Anyway, with that being said, welcome to Wonder After Dark. You'll have to forgive me if I'm chair bound for most of this. As I previously said, my asshole has had the liquid nitrogen shits basically all day, and I kind of don't want to risk it by standing up too long. Just saying. That, and I've already been using this chair a bit more on this show as of late, so it's kind of a formality. Anyway, so we're not going to be reviewing a movie or a TV show like we typically would. We're talking toys. Don't want to let you down, but Jesse is chair bound. Anyway, specifically, we're talking Lego clones, rivals, and or competitors. Now, when I say clones, I am not referring to the knockoff brands that you see coming out of China that may be producing stuff like Tikal here. Yes, this is a knockoff. I'm aware how official it looks. I discovered that you can do box masking instead of split masking used for duplication yourself. Yeah. It's where my poopy hides. It's where my poopy... Anyway. No, when I say clones, I mean legitimate toys from legitimate toy companies that still follow the Lego brick formula. Plain and simple. Now, I was originally going to keep the... So, story time. Okay. Tell your story and then I'll talk. Tell your story. Spit your shit, queen. I had no sleep last night. I ran out of my meds. Damn. Show the Sonic gif I sent last... 1 second. 1 second and I will show it. And no, I am not partaking in Mexican activities. Do not assume. As a matter of fact, Mexicano is partaking in, well, not literal vacation, but metaphorical vacation. Everybody needs a little vacation, a little holiday. But unfortunately, we already reviewed Dog Days. Okay, anyway, here's the GIF. Let me go back to it. And the chat is messing up. There it is. Okay, yeah. Die. Just die. Anyway. Now that we got your story out of the way, and by the way, that is both a hilarious and... Yep, that was me last night, yep. Mentally, that's me every day. Anyway. Alright. But yeah, I was originally going to keep this episode focused on Mega Bloks and Connects, but I decided to add 2 more to the party. Creo from Hasbro and Snap and Switch by Well Played Toys, bringing a total of 4 companies for me to talk about. 4. Copper went pee in his bowl, but it could be worse. Creo is crap. Yep, and I'll get to that momentarily. But yeah, we're going to be talking 4 companies, which of course means I'm not really going to cover the history of the 4 of them. I'm instead just going to cover the fact they exist and some of their more noteworthy releases, and then basically try to decipher if they're even worth your fucking time. Connects to, yeah. Anyway, let's start with arguably the most well-known Lego competitor, Mega Bloks, also known as Mega Constructs, also known as Mega Brands, also known simply as just Mega. Connects actually had Lego-like stuff. I know that. I actually had a few of those things years and years ago. Anyway, what I was saying. We're going to start with Mega Bloks because they're the most well-known. So, Mega Bloks, as I said, is a Lego competitor. A competitor in the sense that they use the brick and stud system much like Lego does. In fact, they're compatible with each other. Compatible. Now, Mega Bloks has been around for quite a few years. In fact, they've been around since... Let me look here. Okay. They were founded in 1967, and although really got their start, seems like 2002. Because it says here The company was formerly known as Ritvic Holdings from 1967 to 2002, and in 2002 to 2006 was when it was known as Mega Bloks Incorporated. And then, of course, Mega Brands is its current name. Anyway, now in 2016, Mega Bloks was second in worldwide sales, 11% of toy construction building sets. So yeah, they're definitely the second most well-known behind Lego, of course. Now, again, I don't really have the time to go over the whole history of the company, because again, I'm covering 4 companies and 4 lines. So I'll keep it brief. But basically, they were founded by Victor Bertrand and his wife Rita in 1967. And they began distributing toys made... Okay, they began distributing toys made outside Canada and also began facilitating contracts between foreign brands and Canadian manufacturers. So yeah. And then it says here, and this is where the Mega Bloks timeline really begins, I would say. Wanting to expand beyond Canada, Victor Bertrand took an interest in construction block sets. He saw room for growth, despite them being an industry staple since the early years of the 20th century when the Bâtiment block was launched in Belgium in 1905, with Lego, of course, being the leading construction toy. Bertrand chose to make a similar set. And the rest from then on is history. Also, shut up, Kraka. So before you say, read, shut up, Kraka. Yeah. So yeah, the rest is history from then on. From then on, they became a Lego competitor. Now, Mega Bloks is interesting in that... Okay. Now, Mega Bloks is interesting in that they have been around for a while, but yet it feels like they haven't really put out very many noteworthy products. I mean, you look at Lego, and they've had, like, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, 20th Century Fox. And then, you also have original themes like Lego City, Lego Ninjago, Chima. Technically, Unikitty counts, even though... Actually, yeah, Unikitty does count as an original, but still. But then you look at Mega Bloks, and they've had a few decent licenses here and there, but none on the same level as Lego. Do you want to play Gotcha Life? Depends. Do you want to listen? Do you want to listen? Because I think the answer to that question is no. Also, my answer to do you want to play Gotcha Life is no. Anyway, but what I was saying. But it feels like Mega Bloks has never really had a solid range of licenses. They've had a few here and there. Mega Bloks had the license for Spider-Man 3 and The Amazing Spider-Man. That is a good point. And it does bring up something I do want to talk about. I don't think a lot of people actually realize this. Oh, Pokemon is their solid range now, and Halo. That is correct. I'll get to Pokemon shortly, but you bringing up Spider-Man does bring up something I did want to bring up. I don't think a lot of people actually realize this, but a lot of Lego licenses actually started out at Mega Bloks. Mostly Disney licenses. I had a Power Rangers Dino Thunder set. Oh yeah, speak of the devil, there's a Disney license. Because Disney owned the property at the time. Although, Lego would never obtain the Power Rangers license, which I actually find a little bit surprising. But anyway, what I was saying, a lot of people don't seem to realize that a lot of Lego licenses actually started out at Mega Bloks. And I'm going to list off just a few examples. Yep, that's one of them. Yep, that's one of them. Mega Bloks began producing sets for TMNT based on the 2003 show, although these must not have sold very well as they disappeared pretty quick. 9 years later, I corrected myself, 9 years later, Lego began producing sets based on the 2012 TMNT show that was airing on Nickelodeon. And then they also went on to produce sets based on the Michael Bay movie. But again, these must not have sold very well. Mikey was in the Lego movie too. Yes, that happened as well. Anyway, do I remember if it was Bayverse Mikey or 2012 Mikey? No, I don't remember. But anyway. Oh, by the way, Lego Ninjago movie and Lego Movie 2 and Piece by Piece and Unikitty. Stay tuned. Anyway. But the Lego sets also must not have sold well, as after the Bayverse, the Bay movie, it was 12 Mikey. Okay, that's what I thought. Anyway, I was thinking it was 12 Mikey, but given when the Lego movie was coming out, I was kind of also leaning. Anyway, but what I was saying. Anyway, the Lego sets must not have sold very well, as TMNT, Rise of the TMNT will not be reviewed. What do you have against Rise of... No, I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm just genuinely curious. What do you have against that version? I mean, if you don't like it, no biggie, but... Mutant Mayhem will not be reviewed. You will not stop being a defiant little bitch. But anyway, let me tell you, I'm a little bit glad that our Mexican isn't here right now, because he would be biting your head off over your TMNT opinions, and actually I'm completely correct. We did have a... because they don't look like themselves in either... Well, what's the point of a reboot? Like, isn't the point of a reboot to kind... I mean, tell me this. Does Friendship is Magic look like My Little Pony Generation 1? Your Mexican's opinion are irrelevant. You just poured gasoline on the... You just poured gasoline all over the place. But I will shut up. Anyway, the Lego sets must not have sold very well either. Your point is that... Okay. Anyway, the Lego sets must not have sold very well either, as Mega Bloks would end up... It's not like he'll ever take... Could you shut the fuck up, please, now? Anyway... God damn, sometimes I regret doing this show. Now, anyway... Any god fucking damn way... Thank you for retracting that, because if you didn't, I probably would have thrown my iPad right at the wall. I know it's expensive, but you think I'm playing. I'm not playing. The only thing I'm playing with is power. Nintendo power. I expect your birth certificate to be retracted next. Anyway, Mega Bloks would end up re-obtaining the TMNT license. And then currently the Turtles license in America is held by Well Played Toys under their Snap and Switch line. I'll discuss Snap and Switch, but yeah, Mutant Mayhem is woke. Anyway, moral of the story, we should just shut our mouths and keep our opinions to ourselves. Anyway, I'll talk about Snap and Switch towards the end. But anyway, another license that also Donnie with glasses looks dumb. Okay, you've made your point. I'm not saying your point's invalid, but you've made your point, sir. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Anyway, another license that actually started off at Mega Bloks before moving to Lego was Cars. Also, I'm stupid. Yes, you are. You're very stupid. Anyway, now, Cars... I actually could not find a ton of information about the Mega Bloks Cars line, but if I had to make... Cars was Mega Bloks. first it was Mega Bloks. Anyway, Mega Bloks began releasing Cars sets. I couldn't find an exact year, but given they used the World of Cars branding for sets for toys released after the first movie, I guess they were released between 2007 and 2009. Anyway, in 2000, Mega Bloks Wonder After Dark, Lego, and Evening with Jess. A used condom, Jared Leto. Suicide Squad, stay tuned. Anyway, what I was saying, but in 2009, Lego signed a deal with Disney to produce sets based on their movies, which in turn spelled the end for the Mega Bloks Cars line. As in 2010, a Lego Duplo set was released, and in 2011, Cars 2 sets were released. And then in 2017, we had sets based on Cars 3. So there's that. Another license that started out at Mega Bloks and then moved to Lego was Pirates of the Caribbean. Now let me look this up real quick. Cars 4, when? I hope never. Anyway. Even though Cars 3 admittedly did have kind of an open-ended, you're a registered Gex offender. Is it Gex night? Anyway. I'm just getting some facts straight. Cars 3 was great. Yes, indeed. Anyway. But Cars 2 and 3, stay tuned. Anyway, and Toy Story 3, and unfortunately 4. Anyway, okay, so... Alright. I'm just getting some additional information before I... Okay, there we go. Another license that started out at Cars 3 was, dare I say, on par with the first one. You'll find out if I agree with that when we cover Cars 3, but we have to cover Cars 2 first. Anyway, Mega Bloks began releasing sets based on Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest in 2006. Then in 2007, they produced a bunch of sets based on the third film, At World's End. And then, the final year, 2008, excuse me, the final year, when I showed Cars to my friend, I watched 1, and then I watched 3. I hope to God that... Anyway, what I was saying. But the final year for the Mega Bloks Pirates line was 2008, which saw sets... which saw sets released under the Dead Men Tell No Tales moniker. Now, before you say anything, you're probably thinking right now... I mean, you can skip 2 and nothing would matter. You're not wrong. Now, anyway. Now, you probably heard what I just said and are probably thinking to yourself right now, isn't Dead Men Tell No Tales the movie that came out in 2017? Yes and no. Yes, they did eventually use that title for the 5th film, but in the 4-year gap between Pirates 3 and 4, they put the tagline Dead Men Tell No Tales on toys to bridge the gap for 4 years. So the Mega Bloks Dead Men Tell No Tales toys are just coincidental because they were released in that gap area. I know you didn't say it, but it sounded like you said which saw sex. Is it sex night? Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, but yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh yeah, but then of course Lego signed a deal with Disney, and that spelled the end for Mega Bloks Pirate. Take a pic, nigga. Okay. Nigga seems to be your favorite word tonight, nigga. Anyway, but then 2011 saw sets released based on Stranger Tides. All right, last one. This one I don't think many people seem to know at all, but did you know that the Marvel Cinematic Universe saw sex released? Yep, that's going to become a running gag. Anyway, did you know that the Marvel Cinematic Universe actually started out with Mega Bloks instead of Lego? Bet you didn't know that. Or maybe you did. I don't know. Feels like I know nothing about anybody anymore. But yeah, if you didn't know, allow me to educate you. Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean was a good movie that got worse over time. Agree. Anyway, what I was saying. It was a perfectly good standalone movie. Dead Man's Chest was actually a pretty good sequel. At World's End is where it went stupid. Anyway, but we'll save that for another time. Just like Ice Age. Correct. Anyway, back to bricks. But if you didn't know, the Marvel Cinematic Universe actually started out with Mega Bloks and not Lego. If you didn't know that, allow me to educate you. You see, 2008, Mega Bloks released one set based on Iron Man. Then The Incredible Hulk, that same year, got 3 sets. Iron Man 2, I think, got 3 or 4 sets released from Mega. Now, they skipped out on sets for Thor, although the movie versions of Thor and Loki did appear in a blind bag series. Then the final wave from Mega Bloks was based on Captain America, the First Avenger. And then, of course, in 2012, the production and distribution rights reverted from Paramount Pictures to Disney, which in turn meant that because of the deal with Lego, so did the toy rights. So now Lego, now that it was a Disney property, could make Marvel sets. So 2012 saw sets based on the Avengers, followed by Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, and so on. And I believe they went up to Spider-Man Far From Home. I don't know if Black Widow got any sets or not, but because it was during COVID. But I do actually, Spider-Man had comic Lego sets. Well, yeah, that also happened, although I'm talking film stuff. No disrespect to the comics, but I was talking about the movie side. Anyway, No Way Home had sets too. Wait. Oops. Mega Blob. Oops. Anyway, we're sleep deprived. I'm depressed. I'm hyper. And I'm a filmmaker. And we are Wonder After Dark. And the best part is, the joke I just made is interchangeable. Any of the 3 of us could be any of those words. Anyway, Spider-Man comics and Spider-Man 3 had Amazing Spider-Man had Mega Bloks. Correct. Anyway, Spider-Man 1 and, well, let me add a bit more clarification. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man had Lego sets released under the Lego Studio line. Then Spider-Man 2 had actual Spider-Man 2 sets. But then for the 3rd film, they moved to Mega Bloks. And then Amazing Spider-Man was also Mega Bloks in 2012. Now, 2012 was really interesting because at the same... Talk about how one Spider-Man 1 set was canceled. I'm getting there, but let me deliver this fact first. 2012 was a really interesting year because at the same time Mega Bloks was releasing their Amazing Spider-Man, it's the Bonesaw. I'm getting there. Please do not interrupt. Please. Please, please, please. You did kind of interrupt, but anyway. At the same time Mega Bloks was releasing Amazing Spider-Man sets, Lego also released their first set based on Spider-Man, or on Ultimate Spider-Man, I should say. Granted, 2 different versions of Spider-Man, but I believe this is the one of the very rare instances where the two competitors released two sets based on the same character. Maybe not the same property, literally speaking, but the same character. Ultimate Spider-Man was balls. But I wouldn't know. I've never seen a full episode of it. And honestly, I don't know if I ever will because I have issues. Anyway, but hey, Copper, should I blow my brains out? He didn't say anything. Anyway, but Copper's just like the rest of them. They don't say anything. But anyway. But what I was saying. But I believe that was a very rare case where that... It's like Family Guy, but not funny. Strangely enough, I get it. Now, anyway. But yeah. Back to what I was saying. But, yeah. And as you just said, there was one Spider-Man 1 set that was canceled. You know, the bone saw scene. Did your husband give it to you? Yeah. That was going to get a set under the Lego Studio line, but it was canceled. Why? No idea, but it was canceled. Also, it stars Drake Guilty Bell as Spider-Man. Yep. I'm not going to make a joke. Anyway, but what I was saying. Okay, but now that we've covered the basics of Mega Bloks, I want to cover... Guilty, yeah. Now that we've covered the basics of Mega Bloks, I want to cover 3 of what I consider to be their most noteworthy lines. SpongeBob, Halo, and Pokemon. Starting with Halo, because it's the one I actually know the least about. So it actually is the one I have the least to say about. So, you're not done with Mega Bloks. I didn't say I was done. I did... Where in there did I say I was done? I said I got to talk about Power... Oh, okay. Well, yeah. How could I forget? Mega Bloks actually did have the Power Rangers license. And I think it ran until... Ooh, let me look here. Okay. The initial... I guess I should add. The initial run was during the Disney era. I believe the first series under Mega Bloks was Ninja Storm, if I'm not mistaken. I watched a video about this recent. They had it until like 2015. Okay. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe the first initial wave of sets was Ninja Storm. Again, if I'm not mistaken. Then was Dino Thunder. Then came SPD. And then I believe after SPD, Mega Bloks dropped the license for a little bit. Although, in Japan... I had the T-Rex Dino Thunder set. Cool. Anyway. Although, it is worth noting, in Japan... The line did continue as there were Magi Ranger Mega Bloks sets and Bokenger, if I'm not mistaken. I can confirm Magi Ranger, but Power Rangers STD, Power Rangers in the bedroom. You just want to sexually trigger me all night now, don't ya? Between what you said earlier and right now, you just want to get on my last nerve. But anyway. That's funny, though. I'll give you that. That is funny. But anyway. Sing that like the thing song. Power Rangers, STD, Power Rangers in the bedroom. Anyway. But yeah. In America, the line ran, I'm pretty sure, until Power Rangers SPD. But in Japan, it ran until at least Magi Ranger. Which over here would be Mystic Force. Then... Mega Bloks began producing Power Rangers sets again in 2011, this time connected to Samurai. These sets were, yeah, interesting, looking at Google Images. They range from, okay, that's based on the show, to what am I looking at? Maggie Green speaking English. And then you will see it. That clip is so fucking funny, both in and out of context. It is so fucking funny. Anyway, and the fact that his accent just like disappears just adds to the comedy. But anyway, what I was saying. Anyway, Mega Bloks began producing sets again, starting with Samurai. They ran through Samurai, Super Samurai, Megaforce, Super Megaforce. I don't think. Okay, now I do not. Oh, sure. Where would you like to go? Anyway, now I don't think. Granted, I could be wrong, but I don't think they did sets based on Dino Charge. I don't think they did. I'll be back. Okay. We'll be right back on Nick. Fitting, because we're talking about Power Rangers. We'll be right back. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back. Anyway, picking up from where I left off, I could not find if Mega Bloks did sets based on Dino Charge or Ninja Steel for that matter, but I do know they did Mighty Morphin sets in 2017, and then that was the end of it. After that, it was over. Alright, another notable line from Mega Bloks, one that I actually forgot to mention. Good old Thomas the Tank Engine. They what? Oh, you didn't know? Okay, I guess I'll send you the picture. Photograph coming your way. There we go. I want. Same. Same. Like, even though, yeah, it's like not super detailed, I still want. Mighty Morphin is the best season. Totally. Anyway, but yeah. Another notable line from Mega Bloks, Blue Train with a Face. Yep. In 2010, but it's not the only season. Yes. Exactly. Anyway, another notable line from Mega Bloks would be Thomas the Tankin' Dankin'. In 2010, Mega Bloks obtained the Thomas and Friends license. And these sets ran until 2016, although they did get kind of a second run in a more babyish style in 2017, and then that was it. But I recall really loving the Thomas line from Mega Bloks. Like, they put out some good shit. Like, obviously not on par with Lego in terms of quality, but in terms of just the sheer scope of the line, they went deeper than Lego ever. Like, you know, if Lego kept the Thomas license, they would not go past, like, the core Steam team. You know I'm right. Mega Bloks, on the other hand, they really went all out with Thomas. Like, they just did it. They just were great. Like, yeah. All right, last. Okay, well, last two, because I did say I was going to talk about Halo. I'll talk about these two together. All right, two more that I think are notable are SpongeBob and Halo. Halo is notable in that it's a video game, it's kind of mature, and that's all I know because I've never played Halo. SpongeBob is notable because, again, just like the Thomas and Friends line, Mega Bloks, I'd say, went all out with SpongeBob. And in my opinion, don't stop, keep on moving, Steam's hot at key. Ah, yes, that song from that special. Oh, anyway. What I was saying. But the SpongeBob line from Mega Bloks is notable in that, excuse me, in that they, just like the Thomas line, Mega Bloks went all out with SpongeBob. And in fact, I think Shut Up, that song is the best song in this. Well, you're not wrong. I can't argue. It is a catchy song. Would I call it the definitive? I can't believe you laughed. I just laughed because of the abruptness. I did not laugh because you like that song. No, I was laughing like, oh, that song. I was not sorry for having impossible to read body language. It will happen again. Anyway. Do you see the sign on the front of my house that says dead nigger storage? Anyway, but yeah, the Mega Bloks SpongeBob line, just like Thomas, they went all out. And in fact, I think they showed SpongeBob more love than Lego ever did. I mean, Lego put out some good SpongeBob sets, don't get me wrong. Chinese food, how can I help you? And then, no, but gays from outer space. Gay niggas from outer space. Ah, yes. The one that I cannot title. Anyway, but what I was saying. But I think Mega Bloks showed SpongeBob way more love than Lego ever did. Not to say Lego SpongeBob was bad, but again, Mega Bloks, they went all out. Like, giving us all these characters, all these locations, vehicles, etc. Even though I think Mega Bloks had an overabundance of vehicles in the SpongeBob line. And of course, both companies, Mega Bloks made a Squilliam. Look him up. Well, I already knew that they made Squilliam, but I'm still going to look it up. Yep, there's Squilliam. Yep, Squid Game. Humana. Anyway, but yeah. Oh yeah, and that's the thing. I love how he even contains the Same. He's not Squilliam without that stupid fucking phone. Anyway, but what I was saying. But yeah, the Mega Bloks SpongeBob line was great. I barely had any of it. Some, but not a lot. But anyway, I definitely did not have any of the, like, biggest sets, if that's what you're wondering. Never had the Pineapple House from Mega Bloks or Lego. Never had the Krusty Krab. Well, I had the Lego Krusty Krab, the second release. Mega Bloks made love to SpongeBob. Yep. I had the second Krusty Krab from Lego, but one, it's in pieces now. Two, I don't have the instructions anymore, so I can't rebuild it even if I tried. I will probably just... Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Anyway. But yeah. But of course, I think the Mega Block SpongeBob line was kind of doomed to fail at the same time. Great, but there was a problem. It felt like there was no system in place to keep people buying more. Jesse, Bob, Dick Pick Pant, you're not funny. Anyway, you're gonna trigger me tonight. I anyway, but um, but but yeah. This just in: Tom Cruise is dead. But by the way, Alan hates Mutant Mayhem too. Probably because it's just and Rise. Well, I respect his opinion, but it's also probably a regurgitation of your opinion. I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm just saying it might be a regurgitation of you. Give me credit. I'm not being rude. I'm just being brutally honest. You can be honest without being rude. It is. Oh, goody. So he's a sponge, too. Got it. So if I say Nazi propaganda to him, there's no might. It actually... Okay, I'm going to shut the fuck up now. Anyway, back on topic. But, yeah. And, of course, who could forget Mega Bloks' current solid line, Pokemon. Now, I've been buying the Pokemon line from Mega lately. Do I like it? Do I hate it? It's hit or miss. It is hit or miss. Show the set. Okay, well, anyway, here's my latest finding. Show the set. I'm showing it! Yeah, here it is. There. There. See it? I'm showing it! There. God damn it, shut up. Anyway. Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Elias. Clerks 2. Stay tuned. Have sex. Have sex. Poop my pants. Anyway. Yeah, here it is. Anyway. I think the Mega Bloks Pokemon line... Where's Pikachu's tail? Yeah. Not only did I accidentally insert the wrong piece, but I couldn't pry it out even if I tried. And I did try, but I couldn't get it no matter what. Now, please let me finish. Anyway, I think the Pokemon line is hit or miss. I think at its best, it's really good. But at most... Keep trying, dumbass. Okay! Anyway, I think the Pokemon line from Mega is hit or miss. Very hit or miss. I think at its best, it's really good. But at its worst, it's really bad. And I think the problem with it is the build quality is terrible. Yeah. Okay, like this set... This actually is holding up pretty well. It's actually decent. Do I think it's worth $20? No. But this is fine. But at the same time, yeah, the build quality is not the best. And that is a criticism with Mega Bloks I've noticed, is that their build quality is often not on par with Lego. It's often... I paid $30. You're well, you're not wrong. But, allow me to flip the script. You're the dumbass that paid $30. Ha! Anyway, but... Still, though... God. Hey, you bully me, I bully you. It's a fair game. Anyway. But what I was saying, the Pokemon line is hit or miss. Like, at its best, it's really good. But at worst, it's really bad. Allow me to flip the script. $30 Canadian. Anyway, but at its worst, it's really bad. Will I continue? If you're going to bully me, at least be smarty when bully me. Okay, I think you're an obnoxious little bitch, and I think you should let me finish instead of interrupting and telling me to talk about something else. when I'm in the middle of a thought, knowing damn well that you were the one who prompted the original thought in the first place before changing your mind mid-sentence. Oh, that's funny, because Jack here was just wondering why the crazy lady who spent the last hour chain smoking and talking on her cell phone would come up to two total strangers and give them parenting advice. Boom, roasted. Okay, anyway, but despite the Pokemon line's flaws, though, I do think it is a solid range. Read. Well, excuse me, princess. I actually was going to read it, and I was just in the middle of my thought. But anyway. But despite the Pokemon line's flaws, both in terms of... oh, yeah, what I was going to say. I think my other problem with it, some of the characters, I think, translate pretty good to the brick-built style, and then others just look terrible. Like, Jigglypuff and Bulbasaur, I think, translate pretty well. They don't look Cyndaquil translated badly. Yep, agreed, now that I've seen that. But I think Bulbasaur and Jigglypuff translate the best. Not saying they look like Sprigatit. I'm not even going to try. Spriggy and Litten translated meh. Yeah, anyway. I think Jigglypuff and Bulbasaur translated the best. Not saying they look like masterpieces by any means, but Pichu looks pregnant. Yeah, clearly. But still, I think Jigglypuff and Bulbasaur translate the best. Not masterpieces by any means, but they do look pretty good in this style. At least as good as they can look. But you know what? I do still like the line. I will continue to... Not masterpieces, masturbates, yep. And I will continue to buy these like the fucking retarded dumbass that I am. Discord, okay. By the way, I'm a fucking retarded dumbass. You shouldn't trust me. I fuck up everything. I'm not a good person, and basically what I have learned today is the only good thing that I do is make films. I'm not beating the Dahmer allegations with the yellow lighting. Yeah, you think? No more G. Shut up. You think? I know that's not really coming off very well on camera, but yeah, you think? You are never beating those fucking Dahmer allegations. Never, ever, 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 ah! You even have the yellow walls. I hate, yeah. Also, I swear to God, your head gets tinier every time. Like, your head used to be pretty proportionate to your body, and now it's like you have a fucking... Well, I mean, you know what? I've already insulted Sylv tonight. I might as well insult you too. But anyway. My hair has gotten bigger. Your head gets smaller like Beetlejuice. Okay, I believe you. Anyway, I don't believe myself anymore. I don't believe anything anybody says to me anymore. This just in. Gene Hackman is dead. Not Bob! Anyway. Okay, but Mega Bloks. Do I think Mega Bloks is a good competitor to Lego? They can be hit or miss. But overall, yeah, I'd say so. Again, they may not be as good as their man upstairs counterpart. But for what they do, I think they're actually pretty solid. Mega Bloks is a great competitor to Lego. Agreed. Again, they might not always be perfect, and some of their sets, some of their licenses may have their flaws, and their build quality might not always be up to par or up to snuff, but you know what? They're great for what they do. I don't know what I would rate them, but I guess maybe money. I should throw bricks at people. Anyway, oh, our next competitor connects. They're terrible. Just connects. Do I even need to say it? Just, there's not much I really can say about connects. They're just bad. And I think it shows when most of the big licenses connects had jumped ship soon after. Connects are awesome, you prick. No. Okay, but yeah. Like, okay. Mario, they had the Mario license. That eventually jumped ship to Lego. Jesse, don't be smug. Okay. Except, truth be told, I actually think Connects did Mario better than Lego did. No disrespect to the electronic system. Connects by themselves are actually great. Okay. Okay, I believe you. Okay, I believe you. Now let me finish. Okay, but I do honestly think Connects did Mario better. No disrespect to the electronic course building system that Lego did with their Mario line, but if I have to pick between electronic gimmicks that might not work years down the line and just normal minifigures and builds, yeah, I would prefer normal minifigures. That's what I would prefer. But if it has to be that electric, I used to make the Cyclone out of Connects. I do recall you mentioning that. Shut the fuck up! Oh yeah, another license Connects had was Angry Birds. Actually, I do recall really liking the Angry Birds line. That was pretty fun. But again, Angry Birds also would later jump ship to Lego. Although the Lego Angry Birds sets were based on the movie, while the Connect sets were based on the games. So is it really a fair comparison? No. Oh, and then Connects also had the Family Guy license. I don't even need to finish that sentence. I just don't. Why? Beats me. Sucks me, blows me, fucks me, blows my brains out. You know, I'm not in a bad mood or anything. It's just, yeah, I got a great compliment and some great motivation earlier. But overall, I'm just kind of slipping. Slippin' Jimmy. Better Call Saul. Stay tuned. But only after we cover Breaking Bad first. But yeah, I'm going to give Connects an I don't know. What about Creo? Creo's bad. That I'm sure you can agree with me. Creo is just bad. Creo, I think, first launched with Transformers. Oh yeah, I should probably add. Creo was produced by Hasbro. I should add that. Creo was just bad, plain and simple. The figures looked bad. The builds were bad. The quality, from what I hear, was bad. Just bad out of bad. By the way, it's time for the funny image. Time for the funny image. Here's a villager getting plowed the fuck down by a car. Rest in piss, villager man. Die. Yep, die. Anyway. Back to the show. But yeah, I'm just going to give Connects a bad out of bad. Or Creo. I'm Joe Biden. Creo. I'm going to give Creo a bad out of bad. Just based on what I've seen and what I've heard. And given that Hasbro Discord show on camera. Okay, 1 second here. Oh, it's Alan. Me playing Angry Birds, but in real life. Glad he's having fun. How long is this? Oh, it's only feels like it's been going on longer than a minute. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Oh, that just completes it. The camera just going down like that. That shouldn't have been funny, but it was. Probably wasn't even meant to be intentionally. Alan Old. I'm assuming you're trying to say bird, but yeah, Alan Old. Or bit. Whatever. Alan, yes. Alan. Jurassic. Anyway. But yeah, Creo's bad. Alright, we've covered 3 out of the 4 companies I said I was going to talk about. We've covered 3 out of 4. Now, I said there was 4, and I will cover the 4th one, but first, I want to talk about, because this is actually a segue into our last LEGO competitor of the night. The segue is actually a simple word called budget. Now, I know that I might look rich. I know it looks like I'm rich, but truth be told, I'm not. I'm not poor, if that's what you're wondering, and it's definitely not what I'm insinuating. I'm just not rich. Although it looks like I am, I'm very much not. Discord, I found a funnier one. Can you give me a second to finish my thought, and then I'll play it? I'm not refusing to play it. I was just in the middle of a thought. I promise I'll play it. Anyway. But, okay. Anyway. Budget. Although I might look... Oh, anyway. Although I might look rich, I really am not. And although I do like, the pricier, expensive products, I do often like to go to, the cheaper stores to see what budget goods you might be able to find. As much as I like, $30 4K restorations, sometimes I like to find those weird, obscure DVD multi-packs. You'll find out why I bring that up after this brief detour with Alan. You know what I like more than planning ahead? Yep, there's that TikTok line. Why are these are not, they're so dumb they're funny. There's not even anything necessarily funny going on in these videos, but it's just it's the combination of his room, the other ones. These are old. Yeah, I know they're old, but I know these are old, but I can tell. He told me his parents weren't home. Okay, that explains it, but I guess it's the combination of the room, the dead silence. He's painted his walls blue since. That I do know because I've seen his posts, I've seen his tweets. And before you say, oh, you're a stalk, nope, I've just seen him. Anyway, but yeah, I guess it's the combination of just the otherwise dead silence, not including the noise. You're a stalk, you're not funny. Genuinely, I'm not, though. This is just a case where, oh, I've seen him. Contrary to popular belief, rapist. You are gonna make the right joke at the wrong time one of these days. I'm talking like you will see the right opportunity at the complete wrong time. Come out, you rapist! Vincent Kennedy McMahon, hate myself. Anyway, but yeah, those are some funny videos. All right, but what I was saying, budget was actually a segue into our final Lego competitor. And they're actually a more recent one. How so? Oh, come on out, you rapist. Vince comes out. Funny. All right. But yeah, my little budget tangent was actually a segue and transition into our final Lego competitor of the night. A company that I really did not know existed until recently, and a company that you might not have even heard of. Come on out, you rapist, You know what? On second thought, I'm a little bit glad that he's never tuned into any of these as far as I'm aware. Granted, for all I know, he does know that this channel exists now, so for all I know, he could have maybe possibly tuned into at least one of these at some point. But based on what, I mean, it's a funny joke, but based on what you just said, I'm a little glad. Because, I feel like he raped your mom. Oh, thanks for the reminder, my fellow asshole. Wait, perfect analogy. No, trust me, it's funny. Trust me, what I'm about to say is actually funny and not demeaning in the least. Cosmic sees me as his court jester. If I'm the court jester of this weird little kingdom, then you're that weird guy who hangs out outside the castle that somehow keeps getting in and ultimately doesn't have any harmful intentions, but then also probably should have been executed like 5 minutes ago. You can either interpret that as I'm Pikachu. You sure are. Anyway, Nigeria. Okay, but our final Lego competitor is a company by the name of Dawn. Okay, please stop. Anyway, our final Lego competitor, Tinker. I'm just going to keep going and pretend that my brain stopped functioning. But our final Lego competitor of the night is a company by the name of Well Played Toys, and they produce a line called Snap and Switch. Now, I don't know if they exist anywhere else in the world. I do know they release stuff in the US, but I don't know if they cover, Canada, the UK, etc. Sorry, looking something up. Just doing some research. Yeah, Snap and Switch is sold at Miniso here. Okay, so the US and Canada. Okay. Is Miniso in the US. Nope, but we have Five Below, which is where Snap and Switch sets primarily show up. Anyway, but what I was saying. But yeah, Snap and Switch, I believe, debuted within the last 4 oh, Miniso. Let me try again. Miniso is a cute stuff store, mostly Sanrio and cute Disney's. Yeah. Five Below is basically actually, this you should get. Scott the Woz talked about Five Below a couple years back, I should say, and he says it best. If you're wondering what Five Below, I know what Five Below is. Okay, but I'm still going to say the quote anyway. I think this sums up Five Below the best. Whatever Walmart doesn't eat, Five Below will clean its plate. That says it best. Now, anyway, Snap and Switch sets primarily show up General Dollar. Or General Dollar. What the fuck did I even. That was dyslexic. Like, good God. That was dyslexia. Like, the fact that I just said that instinctively upon seeing Dollar Gen. Yeah, I think I need to get diagnosed. Genuinely. Because that's, like, really rough. Yep, that's a lot of acid going on behind me. Anyway. Read. Okay, yeah, but Dollar, what I was trying to say and what I was trying to read, Dollar General in television. If you're wondering what the hell I even just did, I kind of flipped it around. Also, look, it's Mark Ruffalo, aka the Hulk. Anyway. Everything the Hulk is in. Stay tuned. Okay, but you slide the chair back a little bit. Okay, oh, Mark Ruffalo sucks. Okay, no. Anyway, but what I was saying, but Snap and Switch sets primarily show up at Five Below, at least in the US. Now, what do they have? Well, TMNT is stupid in general. Okay, no. I wish you would stop bringing up TMNT for tonight because I'm trying my absolute damnedest not to. Listen, I'm sure that you have good intentions. I'm sure you do. But sometimes you admittedly, albeit accidentally, do kind of get on my nerves. But I know it's accidental. So before you get all like, oh, that's how accidental. I am not trying to paint you as a fucking shithead. Pretend I have a canvas and pretend I have an afro. Fucking shithead. Five Below doesn't exist here, but Dollarama has stuff up to $5. Yep. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Snap and Switch sets primarily show up in the US at Five Below, both in store and on their website, although you can also buy them on the Well Played Toys website. Anyway, what I was saying. What I was saying. Now, and I fart on you. It already feels like you've stabbed me in the chest 50 times over the past year. In fact, it feels like I've been stabbed in the chest 57 times over the past year by every single country on this planet. What was that line Robotnik said in Sonic 3? I'm virtually unattractive to kill me. Anyway, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Snap and Switch. Now, Snap and Switch has quite a few different licenses, but they primarily seem to have picked up a lot of Nickelodeon licenses. Specifically, Snap and Switch currently holds the licenses for TMNT, which I'm not going to touch. You caused me to awaken like this by being insufferable. I don't hate to victim blame, but don't. Okay. Anyway, but Five Below, or Snap. Anyway, but Snap and Switch has seemed... Yeah, I'm going to sleep like a rock after this episode, even though it's actually gone on okay enough. Anyway, but Snap and Switch seems to mostly be focusing on... Sorry. No, it's okay. Anyway, Snap and Switch seems to mostly focus on Nickelodeon properties. Currently, they hold the rights to TMNT, which I'm not going to touch. Never. Rugrats. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Paw Patrol. Unsurprising. And, of course, SpongeBob. Now, I only have one Snap and Switch set to look at. Let me go grab it. Okay. Oh, and I should probably go ahead and clarify. Before you see the yellow here and think to yourself, what the fuck? I was missing a piece, so I had to improvise. So if you're wondering why there's just a splotch of yellow right there, again, I was pain. Anyway. But before you ask, I was missing a piece, so I had to improvise. So that's why there's just a splotch of yellow. Anyway. Pain on your behalf. Yeah. Good. Anyway. This is the Snap and Switch SpongeBob Pineapple House. Again, this retails in the US for $5 at Five Below. I actually think it's pretty good. It's not great, not gonna lie, that looks similar, so similar to Lego's version. It really does. And in fact, it has a similar feature to Lego's version. Folding open. Although it's sort of completely pointless because there really is nothing going on in there. So why does it need to fold open when there's really no interior to speak of? Your guess is as good as mine. And also, why do the... I think there was a basketball. There was in Lego's case, but in Snap and Switch, never was. But why the green as well? That was not... Yeah, like, that's how it comes. Like, what's with the green stripes? I don't get that, but I do think this is a pretty cute little set. The basketball net always confused me. Same here. I never had the Lego pineapple, but same here. But anyway. But SpongeBob never had one, did he? I don't think so. I'll have to look, but I don't think he ever did. If he did, it probably only appeared in, like, one episode. But if he didn't, maybe he had... Maybe. I don't know. I need to go back and look. But anyway. Yeah, it is kind of a super basic set. But for $5... I want to say I saw it in season 1 or 2. That sounds about right. But anyway. But for $5... actually isn't half bad. Again, I do wish there was maybe a bit more to it than this, but I do think for $5 it's a pretty nice little build. And it's actually pretty, like, it's actually pretty sturdy. It actually holds up really well. For $5, that's good. Yeah. I mean, do I wish I owned the Lego version? Yeah, I do. But would I rather, like, would I rather go on eBay and pay like $100 to get like the discontinued version? Or would I rather pay $5 and get a good enough alternative? I'll take this. Talk about the OG Squid. Oh yeah, that piece of shit. That I actually have right here. What were they thinking? And actually, my question is, why did they give Squid... Yeah, I actually have it right here. No, but why did they give SpongeBob and Patrick molded heads, but then Squidward was stuck with this for a few years? I used to have it, but it got stolen. That's unfortunate. But yeah, how come Squidward was stuck like this for a few years, but then... Also, look, it's Fluffy. My theme! Mr. Krabs and Squidward have gray hands. For some reason. Actually, yeah, that I don't get either. But anyway. Okay, but back to Snap and Switch. But for $5, this is a pretty good alternative to its discontinued counterpart. Oh, but you're probably wondering, what about the figure that comes with this set? Well, here he is. Here's the SpongeBob minifigure that comes with the pineapple. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself right now, Jess, that's just a Mega Bloks. The figure looks great. It does. But now you're probably thinking to yourself, Jess, that's just a Mega Bloks SpongeBob. Did you get your companies mixed up? No, I did not. I don't have a regular Mega Bloks Bob, but I do have this on standby. Now you notice Mega Bloks and Snap and Switch seem to be cut from the same cloth. And there's actually a really good explanation for that. You see, Mega Bloks do not actually have a trademarked figure style in the same way Lego does with the minifigure. So, when they lost the SpongeBob license, they actually lost the rights to the figure molds. There's a simple explanation for that. I should have said that. But anyway, when Mega Bloks lost the SpongeBob license, they also lost the figure mold because it's not a trademark Mega Bloks style. So any company, El Bozo, yep. So any company that would pick up the SpongeBob license could use those figures regardless. So if Lego, for example, picked up SpongeBob again, they could use the Mega Bloks mold. If K'NEX had picked it up, they could use these molds. So, of course, when Snap and Switch picked up the license, they also picked up the Mega Bloks figure mold. Except Sandy for some reason. The other characters in the line are basically the Mega Bloks counterparts, but Sandy is not. Why, I have no idea. Maybe the molds are cracked or destroyed, or maybe they just didn't have access to them. No idea, but... because fuck Sandy. Well, I would, but you've said too much. But yeah, so although this did come with the Pineapple House, it is the same mold, at least, as the Mega Bloks figure. But for $5... no, because I said enough. Funny, but yeah. But yeah, I do plan to pick up more of the Snap and Switch sets in the future, just because I do really like them. They're $5. For $5, yeah, they're a little basic, but they're a really good value. And they're a good alternative to their discontinued counterparts. Let's just put it right here for now. Oh, and you know, they're good, $5 footlong, yeah. Oh, and of course they're good display pieces, I should say that. Anyway, they're the right size for like a shelf or a desk or something. Foot dong, yep. Alright. But in conclusion, we've covered 4 of Lego's competitors. Who do I think is the best of the bunch? The best competitor. Not in the sense that they're better than Sucky Sucky $5. $6 the dollar. Anyway. And hey, look, that's a SpongeBob reference. $6 the dollar. Mega Bloks, no contest. Agree. I think in terms of product and variety, Mega Bloks is the best. But if we're talking value, I might have to give it to Snap and Switch. Mega Bloks is still the best competitor, but yes, Mega Bloks has heart and spirit. Agree. And although their build quality might not always be the best, they definitely do understand, but no quality control. Yeah, that's what I just said. They may not have the best quality control by a long shot, but what they lack in quality control, I think they succeed in variety and quantity. And yeah, variety. That, and I highly doubt Lego is going to pick up Pokemon anytime soon, so you might as well just invest. But if we're talking value, I think I'll have to give it the Snap and Switch. Sure, the Snap and Switch sets are a little basic for my liking, and sure, I do wish they could be a little bit more, but for $5 little builds and $5 little sets, I do think they're a good budget-friendly toy. Or a budget-friendly collectible, if you want to go that way. Jesse asking for too much. Am I asking for... I can give you anything you want, anything you need, and make your dreams come true. Muppets Most Wanted. Stay tuned. But yeah. I guess I should clarify. Like, do I wish they could be a bit more? I do. But for $5, Jesse wants a $50 stack. Haha, minor spelling mistake. You said stack instead of snap. Unless that was intentional. But anyway. Do I wish they could be maybe a little bit more? Yeah, I do. But for $5, you can't go wrong. They are pretty good for the price. They're actually really good for the price. So, and I do recommend them. But yeah. Read that again and don't make fun of it. Okay. Jesse wants a $50 stack and switch. Anyway. But yeah. Alright, even though you don't... I actually don't really know how to rate each of the companies. Honestly. I don't know how to rate each of them. So I guess I'm just going to put them in a nice little tier list. Even though you, my audience, don't really believe in tier lists. Yeah, we'll skip rating them, but we'll put them in a tier list. Obviously, at the top would be Mega Bloks. Below that, I'm going to put... Excuse me. Below that, I'm going to put Snap and Switch. Followed by Connects, and then below that is Creo. Creo is just bottom tier. 3 Connect. That's what I just said. So 1 Mega Bloks, 2 Snap and Switch, 3 Connects, and 4 Creo. Creo is just bottom tier. And then, of course, you know, if you want to bring in Lego themselves, then they're above Mega Bloks. So, there you go. Well, that was certainly a productive episode. Creo needs vagina building glee. That was a sentence that I just read on a show called Wonder After Dark. Okay, I'm trying to mimic the commercials. I actually have not seen any Creo commercials in, like, several administrations. So, Peener? Okay. And yes, I am aware that saying Peener is probably going to lead to, like, 50 more triggers from you. Okay, but... Alright, I got, like, 1 more minute out of this, and then I'm going to wrap up the episode for tonight. So a first look at Shrek 5 was released. Kind of prematurely, because the movie doesn't come out till Christmas 2026, but here we are. Oh. Also, Build-A-Bob sucked me off in the Burbank airport, and you like to stand outside with your peener out, but will you elaborate further? Actually, I will, because I have 2 more things I'd like to say real quick, and then I'm done. A first look at Shrek 5 was revealed. Our first official look. Way in advance, because the movie doesn't come out till Christmas 2026, and it's February 2025. But Shrek 5 genuinely looks bad. It does, honestly. I'm sure it'll probably be good, but I'm not sure right now. I'm just not sure. I have gotten used to the character designs, but Donkey is the worst one. Like, what did y'all do to Donkey? But anyway. Yeah. Shrek 5 looks like a movie. In other, more depressing news, Gene Hackman, his wife, oh, Shrek looks rough too. Yeah. Like, Shrek's overall body looks the same, but what happened to his nose? Botox? Anyway, but hoof job. Okay, but actually, what is going on with the daughter? So first of all, where did the other two triplets go? Second of all, Felicia's eye color changed. Assuming this is even still Felicia, how do we know one of the other triplets didn't transition? That is the least original joke all day because everybody is making that same theory right now as we speak. And if you don't believe me that her eye color changed, go look at it. Go look at Felicia back then, look at her now. Different eye color. Read it again. Oh. What happened to his nose? Botox? Anyway, but yeah, I'm not sure about Shrek 5 at the moment. Also, in more sad and depressing news, Gene Hackman, his wife, and their dog were all found dead. All three of them were found dead. Not just Gene Hackman, but Gene, his wife, and their dog. They were all found dead. This just in, the Hackman family is dead. Too soon. Genuinely too soon. For the record, I'm not saying that like I'm some Gene Hackman super fan, but I mean, I guess it lightens the mood a little, but damn, man. Gene Hackman probably looking down at us right now like, don't make me come down there, you punk. But yeah. If it's too soon, why did you not bat an eye to James saying it? Wait, when did he say it? Hang on. No, I'm going back. When did he say it today? Okay, no, okay. Look back. He doesn't seem to have said anything about... Okay, wait, actually. I don't think he said anything. Because I'm looking through. Is there just like a reference that I just didn't get? Because... Yeah, the last thing he said was, not Bob! Or wait, not... This just in, Gene Hackman... Wait, when did he say that? Hang on. When did he say that? I must have missed that. Yeah, he didn't say that. Wait, did the chat erase a bunch of... I guess it did, because either that or he didn't say that at all. I specifically remember... okay, I believe you. On that note, so what did we learn tonight? I didn't intend for that question to become a recurring bit on the show, but you know what? I guess me asking that question is a recurring bit. Anyway, what did we learn tonight? But either way, refer to what I said earlier for our outro. Okay, but what did we learn tonight as well? We learned that TMNT shouldn't be talked about in honestly, yeah. This is one of those episodes where we didn't really learn anything in regards to the main topic. We just learned that green people are terrible, and I think they should be wiped off the face of the planet. Now, going back to what you said earlier for the outro. Okay, okay, there it is. There it is. All right. Also, Build-A-Bob sucked me off in the Burbank airport, and you like to stand outside with your peener out. But will I elaborate further? Nope, because I've said enough. But for now, my pants keep getting caught. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special and he loves you very much. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and have a day.